Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Hello.
Hello. I feel like it's been so long since I've seen your lovely faces.
It's been 22 years.
It's been 84 years.
Oh,
Yeah. Ugh. How's everybody doing?
pretty good.
Yeah. Good. Good.
My answer is not the same,
Oh,
but I'm here for this.
I'm so sorry. Well, I am pleased to announce that I am sleep deprived because I did a foolish thing in my personal life. So you guys can get away with almost whatever you want today.
Whoa, don't tempt me.
You're not the only one. I decided to binge watch Supernatural until
Nice.
4 a.m. in the morning. And
Nicely
left
done.
out at 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I got off work last night at 7 o'clock, and then I came home, did some dishes, said bye to my cat, drove 3.5 hours up to Lake Tahoe, got there at 10:45, stayed up until 3:30 in the morning, hanging out with my friends, went to bed, woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and then drove 4 hours home. So 3 hours of sleep, 2 cups of coffee, and a dream. That's what we're running on tonight, folks. Who's ready to play Dungeons and Dragons?
I'm not sure I'm ready to be mean yet, but I don't think I have an alternative.
Okay. I'm prepared for it today at once, for once.
I did get the majority of my Ren Fair outfit in the past couple days.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is the Texas Ren Fair coming up?
No, I'm gonna go to the Arkansas one because it's sooner. It's like it's September.
That's when my Ren Fair is too. Nice. Well,
yeah,
I
got all this barbarian stuff.
Fuck yeah, can't wait to see it. All right.
Wore the shoulder pad and head packs.
You coulda. I would have given you inspiration for cosplaying.
If I were gonna do it, I'd full on get the gray skin and put all the little runic marks all over me.
If you cosplay your characters, you get inspiration.
One day.
One day. All right, who's ready to play Dungeons and Dragons?
Me.
Good. Good. Perfect. Erica with them cat claws. We love that energy. Okay.
Only on the outside.
Oh, why, Erica? I know the answer why. That's clever. I love that. Okay, I need everybody here. Also, Connor's not joining us tonight. He and I have agreed that we will do a fun little side mission session on our next session, so your guys' call time will be a little bit later than his.
Okay.
I need everybody here to roll me a wisdom saving throw, please. Oh, we should talk about what happened in our last session, because it's been a little bit. Do we remember what happened in our last session?
The last thing we remember is somebody blew sleepy dust in my face, and then I split him in half with my axe as I was trying to leave.
Yeah.
And then I passed out.
Some people got drugged. Maximus got compelled by a patron.
Yeah, Quill was standing there obstinately in the middle of the dance floor as he continued to try and work Mind Sliver until he noticed that the spell took, and yet he took no damage. The prince looked at me, and apparently I was then paralyzed and couldn't take any actions. And then the sleepy comes on.
And then the sleepy come on. I wonder what all of that could have been because of.
D&D Beyond decided it doesn't want to work, so I got a 10. I just rolled a d20 and then put 2.
Okay.
I got a 10.
You
Yeah.
got a 10.
Mine is. I need to see how much wisdom I got. But I rolled a 15.
Cool. 15 after modifiers.
That's what I'm looking at. I don't think. Yeah, it's 15 altogether.
Okay, perfect. All right. You ready for an unskippable cutscene?
Yes.
Perfect. Borealis stands on the terrace, the salty sea air breezing through her hair. A familiar sensation to what she used to know, but one she only regards as a ghost. As you approach, she glances briefly over her shoulder at you. Do you ever feel like you aren't real? She says. That this life wasn't meant to be yours, or like you weren't meant to be here? She looks briefly behind her, more fully this time, to the party that is occurring inside the castle walls. They were all so welcoming in the beginning, and I thought I belonged here with them, with him. But now they're still nice and lovely people, but I feel like an outsider looking in, and that's how I used to feel back at the lighthouse, just watching the doctors go. Like they were part of a story that I would never be a part of. And now that I'm here, it's like I've just picked up a new edition of the same novel. The content is still the same, just a different cover. She sighs and laughs sadly. Listen to me going on like this. After I haven't seen you for a year. Forget it. Forget I said anything, please. How are you? And you go to reply, but you realize that none of you can. And Mordau, you realize that this never happened, because this isn't a memory. This is a dream. And just as her vision begins to fade, on this terrace with the sea air breezing through her hair, she says, "You're leaving again tomorrow, aren't you? Will you take me with you?" And your vision goes black again. Good morning, everyone. You think it's morning. As each of you wake, within moments of the others, you find yourselves in a completely pitch black room, which you will notice is our current screen on Roll20. And as each of you wake, you realize that it's not just a pitch black room, because I know most of you have dark vision. And I knew that that was going to happen. You find yourselves in a barracks of sorts, but it's much more lavish than you would normally think barracks to be. There are fine silks and velvets adorning each of the twin-sized beds you find yourselves in. And Mordau, you are barely, if at all, fitting onto this mattress. These 4 beds form a half circle in this room, with a small table with a glass of still water standing between each bed, and a low table that takes the center of the room, between the beds and the door. Armoires, mirrors, and a vanity are scattered around the room, and the smell of flowers is almost nauseating. You can smell roses, azalea, pansies, and lavender, and perhaps a few others that you can't quite place without further investigation. Your heads are heavy from your sleep. What exactly happened last night to each of you?
I instantly, I'm sure Mordell is going to check for any puncture wounds on himself.
Roll an investigation check, please. With a 6, the DC was 5, so you did very well.
Thank goodness.
Are you standing up from your ill-fitting bed, or are you continuing to like lay down or sit down?
I feel like I instantly have jumped up. Would I have remembered the last thing that I remembered before I passed out?
Yes, you would.
Okay.
And as you jump up, you realize that you're very lightheaded. And with that 6 on investigation, I push the BOGO head out of the way so that I can read my notes. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. Because you do find puncture marks on you. You feel them first on your neck. Those ones feel very fresh. Okay, 15 on con. And then as you kind of glance down at your arms and your legs, you notice that there are smaller puncture wounds there, but there's a lot of them. And with the 15, you get a -1 to attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks until your next long rest.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, bloody hell.
They milked us! I get the bed and I smash it against the wall.
Oh,
Roll
please.
Roll attack to the.
I haven't felt this hungover since that, weekend. I say weekend, but really it was 6 days. Bender and Neverwinter.
With an 11, you throw the bed and it smacks into an armoire, toppling it onto the floor and sending a cloud of dust into the air, causing each of you to cough.
Oh, please don't. Coughing makes the headache worse.
Throwing things makes it better for me. I fucking knew it.
There we go.
Quill, did you guys get milk too?
I start trying to investigate myself.
You can roll an investigation on yourself. You also have an old wound on your neck, and you have a few fresher wounds on your arms that are circular and dotted.
I got a nat.
Kendar does.
Nat
Second.
20.
Yep. Quendar, with your nat 20, you are able to tell that while the wounds on your necks are the freshest, these other ones are relatively healed. Some of them are scabs, and some of them are very light scars, indicating that they may have taken place anywhere between a month to a year ago.
Fuck. Oh, well, I don't know that yet.
He's gonna look confused and be like, okay, what's that? Do I feel anything? Am I conceding from any effect?
I would like you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please. And Erica, you can do the same, please.
Well, I'm not above a bit of recreational drug use, but I've never used needles, so I didn't do this to me.
I think I might have used my vast natural T20. I got a. I rolled an 11.
Okay, perfect. I am jotting down a note. Okay. Maximus, you and Erica both have the same -1 to attack roll, saving throws, and ability checks until your next long rest.
I look. Can Mordau check? Does like the bed that he was? Well, I guess. Does everybody's bed in them look like they've just been like have indentions of them just resting in there for long periods of time?
I would say you can definitely tell that from the 2 beds that no longer have 2 of your companions because their body impressions are still there, like memory foam. Love is still curled up in a deep sleep on her bed, and you can see that she is also like has perfectly formed a cave of mattress around her. You can't tell that from your bed because it is broken and now toppled under in our bed. But you could assume
because of the dust.
Mm-hmm.
You think they've had us in here for a couple weeks? There's a lot of dust in here.
22 investigation.
Okay. What are you trying to investigate?
How long have we been in here? With the depth of the impressions, the amount of dust collected upon like our clothes.
When was the last time you saw Borealis, Quill?
I saw her on the veranda while she was complaining. I mean,
you guys
to be
have
fair,
been in this room for a very long time.
Last thing I remember was having this girl blow dust in my face, and then I split her in half with my axe. And then I went to sleep. Is that about the same with you guys? You guys killed somebody to go to sleep?
No, I was trying to kill someone. And then...
Sorry.
Oh, no. We're all in the same mess, I think. Go ahead, Gwenda. You go first.
This person came up to me, and then I was told by my patron to just go to sleep.
Did you get to talk to your patron anymore after that?
Nope.
Okay. I guess we gotta find our shit first. I go and I smash open the armoire.
Okay. There are 2 of them. Which one do you want to go for?
The one that I threw the bed at.
Okay. Sorry, I was messing with stuff. Okay. Go ahead and roll an unarmed attack against the armoire. Because you want to break it open?
Yeah, I just want to punch it. I'm mad.
Are you just like punching down through the back of the armoire as it's like
It's a
toppled
9.
over?
It's 9.
No. You unfortunately do not bust open the armoire. In perhaps one of the most confusing moments of your life, you can't break through this wood. It simply absorbs your punch almost. It bows slightly, but there's no breakage. There's not even a creak in the wood.
I take it upon it as a challenge and I headbutt it.
Okay.
It's the same.
It's the same.
There you go. This wood's magical. I don't have any of my things. I prop it open and I try to open it.
Okay. Roll me strength. Just see if you can prop it open.
Is it strength or athletics?
I will let you choose either strength or athletics with the -1. To see if you can get it back up on its right
What
side.
the shit? 9.
That's 3 9s in a row. You need to go buy a lottery ticket. It falls back onto the floor. You get your hands under it, and you have purchase, and you brace yourself to start to push it back up against the wall. But then a little mote of dust tickles your nose in just the right way, and you sneeze, and that sneeze causes your hands to jerk back, almost as if you're surprised that you're sneezing. And the armoire falls back onto the heap of mattress again.
All right, this furniture's really pissing me off. We gotta go so we can find a spell so we can locate the maker of these furniture and kill him. And I guess...
Sorry.
No, you go on.
Do I notice anything about this room? Like, even though this looks like a bedroom, doesn't it? Is there like any doors or windows?
There's no windows. You do see a door. It is down here at the bottom of our map. But you don't see any windows. And I will give you more information if you pass an investigation check for me.
Okay. Nope, that is a big nope. That's a 5.
You're in a dusty room.
I'm gonna run at the doors.
Okay. You can do that.
Try to bust through them.
Okay.
Not even checking to see if it's locked or unlocked.
All right. You don't want to use your knock spell?
Look at Quill. I say, I don't have my spell components to use it. I need to find all my things first, so then I can use my spells. I run and I attack the door to just try to shoulder charge through it.
All right.
24.
With a 24, you bust through this door. the hinges splintering on themselves as you fall. And I need you, well, you begin to fall. I would like you to make an acrobatics check for me, please.
16.
You catch yourself just before you fully faceplant into this mess of splintered wood that is in the hallway adjacent.
But there's a hallway.
Storyteller. Does Quill still have his coat?
Now that you have busted through my secret room. You do not have your coat on. But you can roll an investigation check and we can see if we can find it. I would simply like to say that all of my map making is intentional. So any details you see on the map are intentional.
Mm-hmm.
And I say this, and I will go back to this map for us. I will say this because Love's not here, and Love is the investigator of the group.
Right.
No, my investigation is +7.
I'm
I
simply
rolled
saying
a 2.
that Love's entire character, backstory, and arc is built around her being an investigator. That's all I meant by that.
So we should use her as a dowsing rod.
Exactly. Wake her up from her sleep and carry her with you to obviate any of my future plans.
I'll use her as a stick. A love stick, if you will.
Hey!
Hey. Love, wakey, wakey. I shake Love.
You shake Love. I was about to ask if you. You shake Love. She will not wake up. She's breathing. She seems perfectly content. She mumbles in her sleep a little bit. She's not in danger, but she's just not awake.
I'm sure this is not one of those weird stories where you kiss somebody that's unconscious, so I'm just going to try this. And then I just slap Love.
Okay. Roll an unarmed attack against Love.
Do I have advantage? Since she's prone?
Because she's prone and she's asleep? Yeah, you can have advantage.
Sweet.
Let me find Love's character.
No, don't. Wait.
20.
Alright, dirty 20. Yeah, that blasts through her AC, so you make a palpable hit against her, and her head bobbles a little bit, but she doesn't wake up.
All right, fine. I just like to make a little baby Birkin for my back. And I say, all right, I'm just going to put Love on here until we can figure out how to wake her up.
Okay. I'm updating Connor to let him know that you are now carrying Love in a little baby papoose.
Okay.
Okay.
All
right. The door's open. You're still in a dimly lit room. There's a bunch of flowers everywhere. There's some objects around. There are 2 armoires that you guys haven't opened yet.
Let's keep on trying to open up these armoires.
Yeah, let's just go check those and check around the rest of the room.
Okay. Tell me where you'd like to start.
Look at the armoire that I had been punching.
Quill will start in this corner of the room and start making his way counterclockwise.
Okie dokie. So, Quills was an 8, and then Mordo was a 17 in investigation, is what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to add a d6 to mine.
Okay, giving yourself Bardic.
Inspiration.
Nicely done. I will not dock you a -1 on your Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, let's do it here. Okay, so flat 10.
Okay, not bad. With a 10, Quill, you notice that there are 2 different types of flowers that are in your immediate vicinity, just in that corner. There are these bushes up here are in pots, and those potted plants seem to be well watered and cared for and tended. They are directly in front of a mirror, which shows your reflection. If you peer into it, you see that you are haggard and that you can more fully inspect yourself to see your milking marks, as I'm now going to call them. On the nightstand that was to the right. You started it, Dan. I'm so sorry. To the stage right of the bed is empty, minus for a small potted plant of lavender. And as you continue to move through, you notice that each of the nightstands between the beds also has a little potted plant of lavender. The carpet underneath your bed specifically, and kind of like borders Kundar's bed, is moldering and moth-eaten in several places, and there is moss that is growing out of the tiles and the cobblestones underneath it. You also notice a very spiky and foul-looking plant that has been potted next to another blue flowering bush, which mimics. It's not a mimic, but is the same type of plant as this bush up here. And then you move into the armoire section.
Question: what's that in the middle of the room?
What's this in the middle of the room?
Yeah.
It's like a coffee table. It also has some potted plants on it. You recognize one of them is lavender. You also notice that there is a rolled up scroll in the center of that coffee table. And there is a tiny pouch that is right by the scroll as well.
Okay, then I'm going to go up to the coffee table and investigate the scroll and the pouch.
Okay. Roll me investigation, and we will resolve that in just a moment. And then I will get to your nature roll in a moment, too. We'll go to Mordow.
That is a dirty 20.
Fantastic, which is a 19 total because you're -1. Mordow, were you unarmed striking the armoire again?
No, I'm just investigating it to try to open it.
Okay. You don't see a way to open the armoire from this angle because it's the back of the furniture. However, you do notice right next to where the armoire stood is a traveler's pack with a water skin tucked underneath it that seems to have been abandoned there.
All right, I looked through it.
Okay. I'll go with your 17 investigation as well. You find your gear.
All of our gear, or just my gear?
Just your gear.
So I have my axe now.
You have. You know what? That's good. You weren't wearing any armor, were you?
No, I don't wear armor. I was wearing the tuxedo outfit.
That's what I thought. So,
Oh, but
Were
I
you
did have
wearing
my
your
robe of useful items.
inside the traveler's pack? You find your robe of useful items, and you find the mask that you were wearing for the party, which I believe was just the tuxedo arms that were wrapped around your head again. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, it had the. It was the mask, but I did have that tied around the top part of it.
Oh, you also find your headband of animal speaking or whatever it was called.
The tuxedo arms, yeah.
Um, you find those in that, but you do not find your axe. But with that 17 of investigation, I will also grant you a strangely metallic sound was heard when you toppled the armoire initially.
In the armoire, I heard it.
It was quite corresponding to when the armoire was falling.
My axe is in here.
I mean, I don't know. Quill, your nature roll. What would you like to discern?
I'm trying to figure out which plants these are because they all look gray because it's a lightless room.
Mm. And your dark vision only allows you to see in shades of gray. How much of a floral appreciator was Quill? Is Quill? He's not dead yet.
Yet. Quill himself didn't carry about plants or flowers for the most part, but he knew people who did, particularly when he was trying to feign romantic gestures. Something he gave up on quite some time ago. So, just does he recognize by shape and scent?
Yes, you do. You recognize one of the flowering bushes as azaleas. You recognize the other as pansies, and then of course the lavender on the on the end tables and the coffee table in the center of the room. You also recognize the smell of roses, and you think you see a few roses or rose petals that are spread around the floor in this room. But with an 18, I will also grant you that the offensive looking plant, fire, the offensive looking plant that I described, you think it might be nightshade?
Fun.
Hmm.
Since I'm in that corner of the room,
Mm-hmm.
I can see the molding of the wood around. I can, with no light in the room, the glass itself doesn't have anything to reflect black, reflect back. But I'm assuming it's a mirror based on the fact that it's got this stand and looks like it has a swivel on it.
Yes, and I would counter argue that even in darkness, if I walk up to one of the mirrors in my house with no light source, it will still reflect back my shadow. It's a dimly lit room.
Dimly lit. Okay.
Dimly lit, yes. Yes, ma'am. So you can kind of vaguely figure yourself out in the reflection. And the next on the list was Quendar. Your investigation check was for the coffee table and like its contents.
Yep.
Okay. On this coffee table, as I said, You notice a pouch, and you notice a rolled up scroll. You notice a few different plants, potted plants, lavender. You, after looking at it for a little bit, you recognize one of the other ones as a sunflower. Two tiny little sunflowers sitting in a little vase. And then you see that the other
in
one,
one little base.
yeah, they have like tiny little sunflowers. They don't have to be the big ones.
Some
They're like the
people
ones.
will get that reference. Only some.
Only some. I'm not one of them, unfortunately.
Also not one of them.
Is it an Australian thing?
No, it's part of a game. I'm like 2 little sunflowers in one pot.
No.
No.
I'll tell you after.
Oh yeah, I look forward to it. If I don't Google it in the middle of our session, and be like, oh. And then you see the other one is camellia flowers.
Mm.
2 out of 3 of you have dark vision. Is that correct?
Yes.
I know the drow does. The half elf has it. Mordau, do you have it?
Nope.
Nope, that's what I thought. So 2 out of 3 of you will also notice that there are broken sconces on the walls. They're 2-prong. One of them still holds a very melted candle in one of the prongs.
Going to help out Mordau. Is he still in the room?
Oh, and now that the door is busted through, ambient light from outside is pouring in as well, so that illuminates as well.
Okay.
Look at me go. Remembering things.
In my pack, would I have my other stuff that I had in there, like my hand axe?
Yeah, I would say so. That cone is light emanating from the outside world.
Mm. I'm going to try to flip my armor.
Okay. Roll me another strength and/or acrobatics and/or athletics. With a 10. With a 10, I'll give it to you. You struggle. You struggle for a little bit, but you are finally able to stand the armoire up on its feet. Up against the wall, it is sturdy and in place once again.
Can I try to open it?
You can.
Does it open?
Yes. It was unlocked.
Figured.
Yep.
Watch behind door number 1.
You open it, and a skeleton pops out. Boom!
I
It's a
immediately
skeleton, and it's holding your axe.
I chop the skeleton's head off.
Okay. The skull tumbles to the floor harmlessly. Its bones clattering as it does so until it finally lands just between your feet and stares up at you with its empty, soulless eye sockets. Its grim smile taunting you from beyond the grave.
Put my fingers in its eye sockets like a bowling ball and then just put it in my pack. Not even taking a second glance at it.
You can add a skull to your inventory. It is worth 1 gold point.
I'm going to use this skull to beat the person that made these armors to death.
Okay. You also find a business card that says a name that I can't think of. Frederick von Armoire, founder and installer of armoires.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
And then I grab my Great Axe Tirage out of the armor.
You have your Great Axe back. Yeah. Okay.
All right. I think all your stuff is in that other armoire.
Storyteller. Can we get control of the avatars?
No.
So that we can position?
Absolutely not.
We're not fighting.
All right.
Yes, you can. I was trying to make it look creepy like 3 weeks ago when I was planning all of this. Oh God. How do I? Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Okay. I've learned how to do Roll20. Look at me go. We're all learning stuff today. There we go.
I've got my Great Axe now.
There we go.
Well, that's just fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Now I'm going to open all the furniture up. And I'll find the guy who did this.
So Quill positions himself to the armoire, having investigated the flowers and mirror.
Would you like to open the armoire?
Yes, please.
Okay. Roll a d20.
Also have a new D20 shirt.
You have a new d20 shirt. Oh, that's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen those online.
No, I finally got it because it kept on popping up on my thing. I was like, you know what?
It's meant to be.
It's meant to be.
Meant to be. With a 9, because it's not associated with a skill or an attack roll or any of that fun stuff. You grasp both of the doors of the armoire and you tug, and there's no give on the doors. They appear to be locked.
Of course. I come walking over. You want me to give it a go?
Have I had a long rest? Like 6 months of a long rest?
I'll give it to you. Since you asked so nicely, it seems.
Okay, so I do at least have my spell slots back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can open it up for you if you want to save those.
Well, I have this, and I'll point my hand at the lock. Okay, apparently that didn't do it. All right, let's
I'm waiting in
There
suspense.
we go.
Are you going to do Eldritch Blast on it?
That is correct.
Okay. Roll an attack. At advantage, because it's an inanimate object.
Outside.
Hell yeah, Ziggy.
If I actually miss this, so I'm standing less than 2 feet away, my hand pointed right at it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, double nat 20s! Double nat 20s. Good way to start off the session. Do you feel better?
I only
Good.
needed one of them. The other
I
one
know.
seems excessive.
Yeah. Yeah, but you did it, and you
But it is
have
cool.
blown this armoire to smithereens, sending shards of metal and wood through the air as a loud cracking noise, not unlike thunder, but also not thunder because it wasn't thunder damage, uh, fills the room and surprises your companions.
Well, I guess I am a bit pent up. I start rummaging around the
rubble.
debris.
You find your gear. You find your entire inventory, and you find your helm of your masquerade mask and the costume that you had commissioned from the seamstress of the town.
The most important thing
Mm-hmm.
is my coat.
Mm.
Because Quill doesn't carry a backpack.
It's just all in his pockets, isn't it?
The coat has the mildest of enchantments because my coat weighs as much as a backpack loaded with all of its stuff. It's just all accessible in the coat. And it doesn't care about the design or spatial features of it, but like his rapier is in the coat, everything else he just puts it away. But it does weigh the same as a backpack.
You find your coat. However, one of the buttons is missing.
He is now looking through the rubble on the floor.
And as Quill does that, Gundar.
Gonna search through the pouch.
Okay. It is very easy. You find... Actually, let me make sure that I describe this correctly. You find a rock. You find a rock about yay big with a circle bored into the middle of it so that you can see through it.
Like a... How big is the circle?
Well, if the rock's like that big, it's maybe like peephole sized.
Okay, then I'm gonna put it up to my eye, look through it, and see if anything happens.
Perfect. You are able to look through it with no difficulty, but you also don't see anything different. However, you do feel a tug, almost as if there's a tether from your heart to this rolled up scroll on the table that was sitting next to the pouch.
Okay, then I'm gonna do the scroll and then look at the scroll through the thing, through the stone.
Okay.
Rock.
You see a sentence written on the scroll in Draconic. Does anybody
What
else
does it
speak
say?
Draconic?
I know Draconic.
Do you want to share out loud with the class what the scroll says, Maximus? I'm going to send it to you in a DM.
Yep. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
I can read Draconic, but my pronunciation is shit.
Okay. Then any of you can read this scroll if you peer over Kundar's shoulders. And I also just
so
sent
I'm not.
you.
I'm,
Huh? I also just
so
sent you
I'm-
what the item is.
so it's already on the scroll. It's not when I look through the stone.
It's already on the scroll. Yep.
Okay, I just put the stone in my pocket.
Okay. Quill, Mordau, do you guys want to be nosy and go and see what's on the scroll?
It takes me 10 minutes to prepare for that ability, so I'll have to pass on this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go. I'll say, what's on the scroll? Rondo.
I say the words, find the truth, and be rewarded.
I read the scroll. Is that what it said? Or is the scroll still on the table?
Kundar, did you pick up the scroll and hide it?
No, I left it on there. I just read what it says.
Then yes, Mordau, you're able to read the words, find the truth and be rewarded, written on the scroll in Draconic.
Okay. Why is it in Draconic, though? Oh, well. Maybe we catch this on fire or something and it tells us more things?
You could roll Arcana or something.
No, I just roll it up and put it in my pocket.
Okay.
Or everybody get everything from this room?
Well, I very much doubt it. Did Quill find his button?
Did you roll investigation for me?
All right. Oh, so 16.
With a 16, you did not find your button, but upon further investigation of your coat from where the button was, it looks like the threads attaching the button were cut, not worn away. Will's adding somebody's name to the murder list.
I'm looking, do I have... Okay. I cast Locate Object on my button.
Okay. It's within as long as that object is within 1,000 feet of you. You do not feel any ping of recognition from this spell.
So I don't have any of my stuff then, just the actual physical coat, and I have the helmet.
Because the
As if there's
coat has to be intact.
Yep.
Am I missing any buttons? Oh, look.
Do you have buttons on your outfit?
No, I don't. Well, the tuxedo jacket, yeah, I guess it has the... It's a 3-piece. Here, you want one of my buttons?
That wouldn't actually help the situation.
Okay.
Wish it would, mate.
All right.
It also means I don't have the loot with me, because the loot was in the coat.
The loot the instrument or loot the booty?
The musical instrument that also is a magical item.
Mm-hmm. Would appear so.
Son of a beach!
Son of a beach.
Huh.
Well, somebody's going to have a beach episode.
Wait a
As I
second.
hold their face underwater until they go glug glug.
I look. Are all my soaps in my bag still? Why would anybody have took that stuff? It wouldn't have made any sense to anybody. This guy just
Roll
collected
investigation.
soaps. This
Roll
guy
investigation.
just,
The DC will be low, I promise.
I almost rolled an intimidation.
Are you going to intimidate me into telling you about your soap?
No!
Honestly, a 5 was actually the DC. So, all of your soaps are there, but there is a suspiciously goat-shaped bite taken out of one of the corners.
That son of a bitch. I told him to go find food, and he bites one of my soaps. Wait a second. That means Skippy is here somewhere. You know, I don't want to use these things just yet, so I'm going to keep them. All right, let's just start checking out this whole place.
All right. You guys adventure forth?
It was
Sorry, there was just still 2 corners of the room I thought we should check first.
okay.
Can I discern what this stone is? Like, would I know?
Yes. Well, you feel a hum of magical energy coming from it as you hold it in your palm and feel its weight.
Don't want me to do a roll or anything, or just
Yeah. Sorry, my brain short-circuited. 3 hours of sleep. It's great. I love it. Roll Arcana for me, please.
that is a dirty 20, technically.
Dirty 20.
Because of the-
Perfect.
Yeah, because of the -1. It counts as a dirty 20.
Yes. You recall stories through your travels of these things that wash up on beaches, usually up above outside of the Underdark, which are known as hagstones. Hagstones in stories told to children are a way to look into the Feywild. You are able to peer through the perfectly round center of a stone and see fairies dancing in them. That's what the stories say. This particular item feels inky and black, just like that woman who touched you and told you to sleep. This item is imbued with the True Seeing spell, which after attunement of this item, when you look through the whole of the hagstone for 1 minute, will grant the viewer the effects of the True Seeing spell. The stone has 3 charges, which reset after completing a long rest.
Okay, then I'm gonna wait and see how long it takes for me to attune to it.
Okay. It takes an hour. Must attune by holding the stone in palm of the hand for 1 hour.
Okay, then. It's like with just time just skips by. It's like, but he's
Guys
gonna. While he's holding it, he's going to try and look for his stuff while holding it in his hand.
You can continue to investigate the room as you begin the attuning process with the hagstone.
What do you got
This gives
there?
you pure autism vibes right now. Because you're
Yeah.
looking through all your stuff while you still have one thing in your hand. Just like my entire childhood trying to clean up. I had one of my action figures in my other hand.
There's a great female comedian that is on TikTok right now. Not to derail the session, but I'm derailing my own session. There's a great female comedian on TikTok right now who talks about how hard it is to be a baddie at in the club with autism. Because when she gets too overstimulated, she's got to go outside and collect rocks, and then she comes back inside and she's playing Tetris on her phone with one hand, and she's like playing with her rocks in her other hand. It's a great little bit. I love it.
I feel that.
Fucking facts.
Fucking
It's
facts.
great. I love it. I'm like, I don't go to the club, but like I feel seen in that moment.
At the function, playing my crossword puzzle.
Not to continue to derail the session, but my friends throw house parties quite often, and I'm an introvert, and I get overstimulated real bad, and so does my dog niece. Her name is Maggie. She's my best friend. Maggie hangs out in the introvert room, and when I get overstimulated, I go find Maggie, and we cuddle, and I show her memes on my phone, and she does not care, but it means the world to me.
I show memes to my dog all the time, too.
Yeah.
When you there's one club that I go to because all the songs that they play are all the ones that are already on my playlist.
Mm.
So apart from people, I can avoid being overstimulated in the wrong way. So that is nice. I feel very comfortable there.
This is my dog niece, Maggie.
Dog.
It's all just a blur, but she's my best friend, and I love her. She's beauty, she's grace.
I got those two dogs in me.
One's Maggie and the other one's Gravy. Gravy's my other dog niece. I don't like Gravy that much.
Fair.
Anyway, how about D&D?
How
Yep.
about it?
Oh, Maggle. Sweet, sweet Maggle. We're investigating the room still. What are we doing? Erica, what are you doing?
I'm investigating this corner.
Okay. With a 22, it's a vanity. It's another little mirror that you can look at yourself in. There's a sunflower on the desk. You also find a rotting strawberry, and a few more camellia blooms, as well as some kind of like personal grooming items, such as a brush and a comb. You also find like a little by Maxis, a little like face powder poof as well, and that's just sitting on top. You do also notice that there are 2 drawers on each side of the Maximus, on each side of the like Bappada Boopies over there.
Papa the Boopies.
The Bappada Boopies.
I'm going to step back over to this area, and I'll use my mage hand to open the drawers.
Okay. It does so, and clouds of dust emit from the disturbance.
And once it settles, I'll go investigate the open drawers.
Okay. You do
'Cause
that.
it could
I'll
be
go with,
poison dust, or it could be poison darts, or it could be a fireball. But
or it could be that glowy dust that transport you into bad places in Elden Ring. We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
So once that dust settles,
Mhm.
somebody else has already finally investigated this area to the completion by that time. So skip to the next person while I wait to find out what's in the box.
14. I checked.
I see you sharing the spotlight. I appreciate that. 14 investigation. Where are you investigating?
Checking out the mirror.
Okay. Say a funny Baldur's Gate quip about looking in the mirrors.
What about the mirror guy?
What would Mordo say when he sees himself in the mirror?
Oh, I think he says, "Whoever gave me these milking holes, I'm gonna make sure I use my dagger to give him twice as many and feed
like
the
this.
earth."
Feed the earth. Oh god. Yeah. You see with a 14 investigation, you see pretty much the same stuff that I had described in the opposite corner earlier. You see azalea and pansy bushes. You don't see any nightshade, however. But you do also notice a little bug just kind of chilling on the top part of the mirror's ornate curvature. It gingerly kind of flaps its wings. It's a soft blue butterfly, about total the size of your hand.
Do bugs count as animals that I can speak to?
We're Googling it. I feel like the answer is no.
Is there a speak with insects?
That's also what I'm checking, because if there's not a speak
I
with
don't think
insects,
so.
then we're gonna group it in there.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. This is interesting. This comes from a forum post of Speak with Animals. Spiders? Question mark?
Oh, that's right.
I will say that you can certainly try. And if you do this, the effects of like Speak with Animals will go its normal duration.
I tie my my tuxedo arms a little bit tighter.
All right. And what annoying pattern does the band take on? Because that is the curse of the magical item.
Polka dots.
It's polka dots. All right.
I think that's what I
Polka dots
but maybe not.
begin to unfurl across the fabric, and you have cast Speak with Animals.
Bug. Do you understand me?
There's no response.
I grab it.
Roll dexterity.
Sleight of hand.
You could do sleight of hand. Okay, with a 19, you are able to cage this butterfly into your hand so that it's captured, but it's not being crushed.
Right. I don't want to crush it.
And you can feel the soft wings struggle and flap a little bit as the insect is surprised, but otherwise it makes no movement against you.
Bug, do you understand me?
Do you copy?
Do you understand me, Bug?
There is once again no response. It doesn't work against mindless creatures, correct?
Speak with animals. Let me see. I mean, that's debatable since a lot of animals are pretty mindless. What do you say, oh God, about?
No, it's nothing. I had a stroke of genius. That will come later.
I just had the stroke.
The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have they perceived within the past day.
Then as you draw it up closer to your face to talk to it, you hear a very soft, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm sorry I grabbed you.
It's okay.
What are you doing in this room?
Chilling.
Have we been... Has anybody came in here aside from us?
Yeah.
Who?
I don't know.
What did they look like?
I don't know.
Did they have 2 legs?
Yeah. Well, some of them did. Others looked like big flowers.
They looked like big flowers?
Big flowers, no legs.
They
Upside down flowers.
were they floating like you? Could they fly?
No fly.
Okay. Are you the only one around here?
What?
Are you the only one around here? Hey. Udo.
I guess. No friends.
I could be your friend.
Okay.
Okay.
Friends.
Do you want a little house?
House?
He opens up, he pulls out his lantern and takes out the stuff out of it that makes
The
it
fire
actually,
bits.
Yeah, the fire bits, and he goes, "All right, look, little house."
Food?
Yeah, I can find you some food, I guess. Will you eat
Okay.
flowers?
Yeah. Fruit.
Which of the flowers are good?
Oh. All?
Okay.
All flowers, food.
All right. He tears a little bit of all the flowers and puts it in the little lantern, and
Now I need you to be specific on which flowers and how you tear them.
I'm just listening to the butterfly.
Okay. Are you touching the
lavender?
nightshade?
No,
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay. You're picking up the lavender?
Yes.
Okay.
Matter of fact, since I smelled it's lavender, I'm gonna slap love in the face with it. Does that wake love up?
No.
Okay.
I won't even make you roll for it. It does not. The butterfly, as you pick up the lavender, goes, "Oh."
You said you weren't picky.
Never said that.
You said you eat all the flowers.
All flowers food.
Yes, I know, and that's why I'm getting it to put in the house for you. Is that okay?
You're not very trustworthy, are you?
What do you mean?
Lavender.
What about lavender?
Mistrust.
What's about mistrust?
Lavender.
And what makes that not trust things?
Do you read books?
Yeah?
Do you have lover?
Yes?
You make bouquets?
No, love is on my back.
Oh my god. Take inspiration. Lover back?
No, not lover back. Lover is on my back.
No win love. If mistrust.
You're making this really tough for me. I feel like this was a mistake. Do you have anything else you need to tell me?
Beware.
Beware what?
Hey, the bug flies away.
I throw my axe at it.
Do you want to try and hit this butterfly?
Yeah, because it's acting suspicious. Saying beware and flying away.
Roll a ranged attack at disadvantage because it's a tiny object.
As I roll a 20. All right, let me roll another one. Okay, disadvantage. All right, I don't need it.
Nice.
Unless I use my inspiration. No.
You don't kill this butterfly, but as the butterfly careens through the now open doorway that you had busted open earlier, your axe clips its wing and creates a little notch in the wing. As it flutters away through the door, it stumbles a little bit in its flight, and you hear it say, "Ow!"
I was going to eat it. But then it started being nice, and then it got weird and tried to fly away. That was the explanation. I will explain no more.
Kunda's just looking at this like, yeah. What?
I got those 2 dogs in me.
One of them fights the butterfly, the other one names the butterfly.
Mm-hmm. One of them thinks it's very trusting. The other one's ready to throw axes at anything that it thinks is being weird to it. Okay.
All right. Now what do you guys want? Oh, I need to tell Erica what she found in the drawers.
My dogs.
Yeah, you find Dan's dogs.
My dogs are barking.
2 miniatures of Dan's dogs in those drawers, one in each drawer. And now you can have 2 dogs.
I also have 2 dogs. In me. Morta says that. It's gonna pay off later.
It'll pay off eventually. Eventually. Is there anything else? Because I think it looks like Erica might be AFK. Is there anything else either of you two would like to do?
No.
No? Okay.
Me either.
Cool. Then we'll wait here in silence until one of you wants to progress the story.
Oh, all right, let's go. And I start walking out the door.
Okay.
Just see Quill zombie out. Wait, I'm gonna look at the skeleton real quick.
Okay.
As we're leaving, I can just say that I'm
Yeah.
looking at it. Is there anything distinguishing on this skeleton?
It doesn't have a head anymore.
Well, aside from that.
Hold on. I want to see if I have.
A picture of a skeleton.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. This works. Oh, wait. This one works. What? I have to pay for it? That's dumb.
Oh, on roll 20?
Yeah. Here, we'll do this one.
Yeah.
There you go. There's a little skeleton for you.
But that one's got a head.
I can't control whether it has a head or not. I'm so sorry.
Ludo, quit.
Here, do you want this picture
No,
of
I'm okay.
Skeletoes that I found on the from the web part of Roll 20?
No,
I
I'm okay.
skeletons.
I'm okay.
Here, we'll just load up this map with Skeletoes pictures. There you go. That doesn't have a head.
Hush. Stick around. Huh? You stay right here. Stay right here. No. Oh. Sneakers?
They're Skeletoes.
Oh, I don't like those kind of shoes. Oh, and there's shoes.
Here, hold on. We'll make it.
Is this how the skeleton's feet look?
Here, we'll do this. We'll have silly goose behavior. There we go. It's a skeleton wearing Skeletoes.
Oh.
Here, let's show the audience. We can share. We'll show. There we go. There you go, audience. Skeletoes.
I don't like it.
Skeleton wearing Skeletoes. That's what we did with our time.
I cut off the Skeletoes.
If you want to, you could roll an attack against the Skeletoes.
Do I have to roll an attack for object interaction?
If you're cutting them off with your axe.
Get my hand axe.
Oh, Erica, you heard about the dog figurines. Okay. I can make this more work. You find 2 dog figurines. One is of a smaller black dog, one is of a larger white dog. As you hold them in your hand, they seemingly go bork bork.
I think I'll call you Clifford.
Perfect. You can add ceramic dog figurines to your inventory.
If only my coat were working, I could put them somewhere.
Yep.
Wait, you can't put anything new in your coat?
It'll actually take up physical space if I put it in a pocket right now.
Right. So it's a regular coat?
Yeah.
When you fix it, would you still be able to have both?
At that time, I could take them out and put them in the coat instead of just in a pocket, and then it would be stored more efficiently.
Quill, you also find a few crumpled up pieces of paper in the drawer that have faded ink scribbles on them, which are written in common.
I will bring those few sheets of paper over to the light and try to read it.
Okay. You, with the ink smudged and faded, you're only able to make out a few different words here and there. It doesn't seem like it's actual sentences. It seems like a disjointed list. More so in columns. There's predominantly a left column, a right column, and then sometimes there's like little notes scribbled in the margins of each of them. But you can see on the right-hand side, in one space, it says love. Another one, it says azalea. On the right of that line, it says ephemeral passion. The next few lines are very scratched out and hard to read, but you can see berry with a few letters preceding it that are too smudged to read. And on the right of that line, you can see respect scribbled in. And then there's a few other lines that have become illegible due to time and elements.
I will fold up the letter and I will put those in my left pocket. And I will put one of the dog figurines, the black dog figurine, in my left pocket, and the red dog figurine in my right pocket.
Perfect.
Wasn't it white?
What's up, Mordo?
Was it the big dog white?
No, considering the track marks in this and how long we've been asleep, I don't think it was a white dog. I think it was a horse.
I also have a horse in me, and then I just walk out of the room.
I think we've all had some horse in us at this point now.
All right, so we're moving on to our next map. All right, you have found our dungeon map. And I have superimposed a photograph of the room that you had just come from.
I see.
Mm-hmm. It is labeled 01. And now you are all standing in 02.
Enhance image. Enhance image.
Enhancing is a great idea.
Enhance.
You stand in a humid, fuck. I had the words and now they're gone.
Sunroom?
What?
Like a sunroom?
No, not really. It's humid. It is dark. And there is a flow of water rushing through. You can hear the ocean crashing waves against the rock from the left of the map as well as the right of the map. There are barrels with presumably rotting fish from the smell of them and rotting vegetables that are pooling at the bottoms that are kind of lined throughout this chamber. 2 pillars keep the ceiling up, and the tile floor is slick with algae. I would like all of you to roll perception, please.
$16.
Oh, good. You hear them, which draws your eyes up towards the top of the ceiling, where you are met with the hanging visages of how many? Of 8 bats. As they chitter and groom themselves in this dank dungeon. One of them notices you and opens its mouth to elicit a great scream as it dislodges itself from the ceiling. You can all get a surprise round in before the bats get to go.
I yell at it
Okay.
and
What
say,
would you like to yell at it?
"Don't you dare scream, because I don't know how long the last time that I ate, and I would much rather find some fresh food that's already dead than you guys."
All right. So that was Dan's turn. Anybody else?
They don't respond since I can speak animal.
Oh, that's true. You can speak animal. You hear through a cacophony of chitters and smacking gums the words food, 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 food very erratically.
I just cast Mind Spike at the one screaming because I already have a migraine.
Okay.
Either that or I'm in withdrawals.
Okay. How much damage do you do? Oh, I need to roll a spell save, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
What is
DC 14.
DC 4? What's the spell save though? I don't know how to read. Is it intelligence?
It is intelligence.
It is intelligence. Okay. Can I just add? Oh, roll 20 is the absolute bane of my existence. Okay, an intelligence saving throw, DC 14. Let's see. What's my intelligence? Oh.
How would very loud noise affect bats?
Depends on the loud noise. 15 passes your spell save. I'm so sorry, Erica.
Yep, that just goes well with everything else that's happened in this past year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bats are going to act as a swarm. So I'm just going to have one of them on their initiative roll. There we go. But everybody can roll initiative. But we got to add our tokens.
I thought the tokens were there. They were in the other room.
For my surprise round thing, I'm going to cast command on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I needed to do me a wisdom saving throw.
Perfect. What is the DC that I'm trying to beat?
13.
A 13. Bogo just stole the dice from my tray, and I have no idea what it rolled. So don't meow at me. That was your own doing. 12 does not pass.
Yep. I'm going to command them and say halt.
Okay. And can you drop the text for command, please? Please stop stealing the dice from my tray.
My character on the turn order disappeared.
Okay, there we go. It's not showing up. But I'll read what the command does. So when I say it's one of the words that's on the spells, halt. The target doesn't move and takes no action. A flying creature stays aloft, provided that it is able to do so. If it must move to stay aloft, it flies the minimum distance needed to remain in the air. So it's basically just gonna they're just gonna become a swarm of bats that are just flying in the air.
So, you know what? I'll allow it. I'll allow the swarm of bats to be affected like this, as opposed to them being targeted as one individual animal. I will allow this because of my poor description skills. So they are just flying in the air. And then what are the conditions on when the command ends? Attack or duration?
Because it's only condition is it's only gonna last one round.
Okay.
But they can't use their action.
Correct. Okay. Everybody else roll. Mordau did. Initiative. We'll go with the 21 for Mordau.
I was trying to fix it because I don't see my thing on the turn order.
Yeah, it's not on there. That's weird. Here, we'll do that. We'll do it the hard way.
Do you see a yellow box over my character?
No, I don't see your character at all.
I do. He's got a yellow box around him.
Yeah, weird.
Let's see if...
Oh, there's Mordau.
So now I have 2 more dials.
Huh, weird. Roll 20 is great. I have no complaints about it ever.
No complaints.
No complaints. And then Maximus, what's your initiative roll? Oh, you're 19. I see you. My bad. Didn't mean to cut you off. Roll 20 is great. Nope. There we go. Okay. Mordau, you are first up.
So we just attacking all these bats. Is that the name of the game, y'all? Okay, I didn't hear any no's, and then I'm gonna swing at one of the bats.
All right.
Of course, first I'm gonna go into a rage.
Of course.
Because I'm pissed that they didn't listen on me.
Gotta play the hits.
13.
13 to hit?
Yes.
It hits. Which one are you going after? They each have their own individual health points.
The one that's
but I don't want to roll
me.
out 8 different initiative rolls.
Right. That is... Does the -1 go to my damage too?
No, just to the attack itself.
Okay. I gotta look at how much my pluses are to my... Once roll 20 opens up again. It says our next game is in June. That's nice.
That's great. I have like 11 months to prep it then. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Oh, the novelties of scheduling for D&D.
Burr, 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 burr.
Let's see. I've opened up my character sheets.
Huzzah.
So I rolled an 8 plus. Let's see. 8 plus 5. Oh wait, I rolled a D8. Now I gotta re-roll a D12. That's what it was actually. It was not a D8. Oh, it was an 8. Anyway, okay. So 8 plus 5 plus my rage damage, which I guess is 3. Oh no, it's 2.
It's 2.
I think. Wouldn't that be my proficiency? I think it is my proficiency. So it's 2. Yeah. So 8 plus 2 plus 5.
Total of 15.
Total of 15. And you know what? No, yeah, that'll be it. I'm not going to use my other thing.
Okay. The bat, as you strike it, shrieks in pain and says, "Food!"
This food's got some bite. We're all out of blood.
We were milk dry
and
for it.
I'm pissed off.
Kundar,
Yes.
it's your turn.
Okay. So spells ended. Yeah, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to cast Speak with Animals. Well, I'm going to use my action to cast Speak with Animal on them.
Okay.
And probably ask them, was this you? With all the bite marks.
Hold on, she found a metallic object. Okay, it's just an Allen wrench. Okay, she can play with Allen wrenches. That's okay. You cast the spell, and you can also hear the cacophony of chattering as the bats are flying in the same space, very confusedly shrieking out, "Food, food, 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 say food!" And as you ask, "Was this you?" you can see 2 of the bats glance your way before erratically scanning the rest of the chamber. And they say, "Starving, food, starve, food, starve,
Oh.
eat."
Okay, then if I could give you some food, can you stop attacking us?
Food.
Can I try and
That's
persuade them to?
I would say that casting is Speak with Animals a action or a bonus action for you?
Speak with action is a action.
Okay. Then I would rule that the persuasion would need to wait until the next round, but we can use that same persuasion roll since you already rolled it. So we'll remember that an 18 total goes towards your persuasion for your next round. Sound good?
Yep.
Perfect. Who's next? It's Quill. Oh, we coming out blasting. Coming out blasting. Gratata. That's what the kids are saying nowadays, right?
Gratata.
It's a gratata.
Gratata.
Fuck off, Zubat.
That's so mean. Zubat doesn't even have eyeballs. Which bat are you attacking?
One of them in the swarm. I'll say this one because it's closest to me.
Okay. 13 does hit, and with 7 damage, you see the bat be struck by your magic, and as your Eldritch Blast hits its mark right in its sternum, the bat careens out of control, flies across the room, lands against a rotting fish barrel, and does not reemerge. We're one bat down.
We did it.
Anything else you'd like to do?
And my movement.
Perfect. The remainder of the bats cannot take any actions due to the command spell, and so they flap.
That would have worn off. 'Cause it's one round.
It did warn it? Perfect. Thank you, Maximus. I can attack now. All right. All right. Perfect. So, this little bat is going to move up to Quill. This little bat is going to move up this way, smelling the blood from their dead friend. They are advancing in a frenzy to find the food that they seek.
You sickos.
Sickos indeed.
Little freaks.
And those of you who cast Speak with Animals can hear them even more frenzied, screaming for food and for nourishment. As Quill, there's going to be 2 attacks on you. Mordau, there's going to be 1 attack on you.
That's fine.
And they are going to bite.
Would you say those bites are piercing?
I would indeed. Would a 10 or an 8 hit you, Quill?
No, but you only barely missed.
Okay. I was trying to do math in my head. And then Mordau, would a 12 hit you?
No.
Okay. All of these bats in their frenzy rush forward to try and grab whatever scrap of food that they can, and their bites just barely miss as both of you feel the spittle from their mouths streak across you as it lands on your arms and on your cheek. And that is their turn. Mordau, you're up next.
I'm going to grab the bat that's already dead, that's got blood all over it.
The one that landed across the room.
Oh, I thought it was right next to me.
No. I just didn't move it on the map here. I will.
Oh, okay.
He went this way.
But they're not going towards that. They're going towards us.
No,
Don't
they're going
forget to
towards
take out
Alexa,
your trash
stop.
cans.
You said they're going towards us.
They're going towards you.
Okay. I'm just gonna swing at another.
All right.
Oh, did not roll with advantage. There we go. There's another one.
There it is. Okay. Yes, it hits.
Okay. 19 damage.
19 damage. Which one are you attacking?
Just another one that's right next to me.
This guy?
Yes.
I'll say that guy. Okay. He squeals in pain. And you can hear him plaintively say, "Food! Help!"
I try to help you.
Anything else you'd like to do on your action move?
No, I'm not going to use my Klaus right now.
Okay.
It's gonna be
Very
my turn.
gracious of you. All right. Moving on. Gundar!
Yep.
What you got? We're going to do that persuasion roll?
Yes.
Perfect. So what would you like to say to the bats?
You stop attacking us. I will give you some food.
Brain no work. You hear the bats continue to chitter as their mouths crunch at the thought of food, and you hear one of them say, "Food? Give? Well, starve."
I'm going to back him because I'll just pull it out. I'll pull out an apple and just offer them the apple.
Okay. The same bat looks at you with frenzied eyes and says, "Food, not food. And food, blood, food, meat, yes, feed, yes, sacrifice, food, yes, blood, ah!"
Then I'm just gonna put the apple back, and it's like I don't have any meat, unfortunately.
Any bonus actions you'd like to do?
Sections. Nope, that's it.
Perfect. Quill, you're up. Is it an Eldritch Blast?
It is an Eldritch Blast.
Perfect. 19 to hit. Which one would you like to go for?
No one can talk my Emerald Splash.
One of them? We'll say that one, yeah.
Okay. You definitely hit. And 2 damage.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. It jostles a little bit in the air and then turns back to you with a frantic motion of its head. Anything else you'd like to do?
I'm trying to avoid casting Thunder Wave. Because I know that this map we're on now, I don't think it's to scale, is it?
No.
Yeah, so.
I did my best. It wasn't that great, but I tried.
So, Thunder Wave, not quite as effective as it could be with them being spaced out.
All right. And our bat friends. Gundar, where are you placed on this map? Where would you like to be placed? You want to go here? Right behind Quill?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. All right. This bat's going to go there. And this bat's going to go there. Oh, Gundar, or Mordau, you will have 3 attacks against you. Quill, you're going to have 2 attacks against you.
Remember, the attacks against me have advantage.
They do have advantage. Thank you. Does a 15 hit you?
It does not.
Cool. Does a... Oh, fuck, what is it? Does a 19 hit you?
It does.
Yay, I love that. You are going... Which... Fuck it, I'm just gonna roll 20 for the damage. So it's a d8 plus 3 for the bite. So that's 9 damage for Mordau.
So that's... do I round up or down whenever I divide it in half?
Round down, we'll say. We'll be generous. And then a 21 hits.
Mm-hmm.
So, 8 damage. So 4
Okay.
damage total for you.
Okay.
Okay. And then Quill, your 2 attacks against you also have an advantage if I'm not mistaken.
Why is that?
Are you not flanked? Does that count as flanking?
No, I'm advantaged because I reckless attacked.
Ah, that's what it was. Okay, perfect. Then I was mistaken. And that's okay to admit, folks. You're allowed to make mistakes in life. 7 does not hit you, Quill.
7 does not.
Does a 12 hit you?
A 12 does.
A 12 does? That's exciting for me. Okay, so 5 damage to Quill.
If I were a commoner, I'd be making death saves.
I know. Isn't it great that you're an adventurer?
On some days.
On some days. All right, top of the order. Mordau.
You don't get milked. All right, I'm going to just swing at another one. Actually, no, yeah, I'm gonna swing at. I don't want to attack the same guy. You know what? I will attack the same guy.
Okay.
Come on. Oh.
Go
I
roll
clicked
20.
the
Go.
wrong one.
Whap, whap.
Come on. Drop down. There it goes. It's loading.
It's thinking about it.
And we're good.
And a 13 hits.
That's a 16.
Oh, it's 16 hits.
14 damage.
14 damage. Against which?
The
This
same one that I attacked before.
Which is that guy. How would you like to do it?
I just split him in half.
All right, he's split in half.
There's your food.
He falls to the ground lifeless and is splacked against the moist tile of the floor.
If you're hungry, eat those guys.
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. Quintar, you're up.
Alrighty. So we can take out a lot of them in one go. I can't move my character
Oh, no.
token.
Okay.
Oh no.
Where would you like to go?
right about here, this square here.
Okay. What's your movement?
30. So I've used half.
And you're going this way. Right here?
Yep.
That one. You're passing through. This one's attack square, so that's an attack of opportunity in my brain.
Yep.
Confirm?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah? Okay. He's gonna take an attack of opportunity. He's gonna heckin' do it. He's gonna try and bite. And does a 7 hit your AC?
Nope.
Then
Phew.
he misses. He's a swing and a miss.
A swing and a miss. We love
Swing
it.
and a miss. Love it. Alright, that was your movement. What would you like to do?
Gonna use my ring and I'm gonna shoot a ball of fire at this point here.
Okay.
So let me just read what it says.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Going to use the shooting star one, so you can
Okay.
start. Da-da-da. I need them all. Need the 15-foot cube. So a 15-foot cube from that point there. That
sorry,
second
which
pillar in front of Mordau.
Second pillar? Right here?
Yep. So 15-foot cube. I need them to do me a dexterity saving throw.
Is our cube... Oh god, is it that? Is that our cube? I don't know how to
No,
play
it's
D&D.
15. At a point you can see. So I'm gonna launch it towards like the
Okay.
launch it from that point there.
Okay.
And it's gonna
How-
go put
I keep interrupting you. I'm so sorry.
so 15-foot cube from that dot there.
Okay. How many dexterity saving throws am I rolling?
4.
Is it 4? Okay. And then what's my DC?
15.
15. Okay. One of them passes. One of them does not. Another one does not. Only one passes. 3 fail.
Let's go.
Okay then, I'm going to roll the damage.
Okay.
The
And is it one
damage.
success?
So any that failed take 13 points of fire damage,
Okay.
and then half will be 6.
Okay.
And it sprays out towards them like a kind of like shooting stars.
It's beautiful.
It's like that song, Shooting Stars. That's the Boris thing.
Okay. Perfect. So all of them are still up. However, 3 of them are looking bloodied.
Okay, and for my
And for my next trick.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay, no problem. Quill.
These squares are larger than 5 feet, correct?
Oh God, are they? Oh, it's misaligned. Can we pretend that they're still 5 feet?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that sacrifice. What would you like to do, Quill?
Mordau, brace yourself.
Oh no.
What?
Thunderwave. Alright. Alright. Sorry, I'm trying to
And-
figure out if I can fix this, but it's not. It's going to take too much brain power for me to do that right now. Okay. What, is it a con? It's a con saving throw? Really?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you for Cube, so I know who is my victims.
Does Mordau get advantage with my warning?
Oh, I do
Or at least
have,
a +1?
I have danger sense. Oh, but it's not a dex save.
It's a con save.
Hmm.
I would say Mordau can get advantage. I will be nice and say Mordau can have advantage.
Through his
Thank you.
through being let known
Through being let known.
and having his danger sense.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna grip my teeth.
Okay. 2 bats make it.
Waiting for it to drop down. Okay.
Nicely done. 22 save. 21 save.
So 4 damage for the one who saves, 9 damage for everything that did.
All right. You hear 2 of the bats
Ludo.
squeal in pain as they die. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Question the human race. So apparently
In
bats are
what regard?
stronger than humans.
These are book bats, Quill. And also, remember, I did split 2 people in half with 1 swing.
All right. Mhm.
That's about all I can do.
Okay. Cool. All right. One of the remaining bats sniffs the air at all of the fallen blood from its brethren and shudders, its jaws gnashing as it swoops down and begins to gnaw on its flesh, on the flesh of its fallen brother, making delicious, juicy noises of content and becoming don't steal my dice. And she stole my dice. Becoming satiated. The other 3 bats look to the rest of you with rage and confusion and hunger. As this guy moves up. And each of you will have 1 attack against you. She keeps hoarding my dice under the couch. What am I supposed to do about that in the middle of a session?
Silly buggo.
Don't sass me, young lady. Okay. Quill does a 16 hit.
Most assuredly.
Perfect. And then Mordau does an 18 plus 5 hit.
Let me see. Yes.
Okay. So Quill, your damage is
11.
8 plus 3 is 11. Thank you. And Mordau, yours is 3 total.
So 1.
No, sorry, it was it's 3 plus 3. So your half is just
3.
3. Wouldn't it be fun if it was just 1 damage? And then Kundar, the one that was against you was like a 7 total, so I wasn't even gonna bother with it. I figured your AC is a little bit stronger than 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yuck. And then that is all that the bats are gonna do on their
Spicy burbs.
They're spicy burbs on their turn. So Mordau, it is up to you.
I gotta say it like that. Like it's only up to me.
It's only up to you,
everybody.
bud.
$14, does that hit?
Yes. Who are you going after? Yeah.
The one that bit me.
The one that bit you. Okay. Which was this guy right here.
Should have load. I think I've clicked it twice. Clicked it 5 times now. 6 times. 7 times.
It's all gonna hit like all at once, and it's gonna be terrifying.
8 times. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna roll.
Just roll that meat space die.
That's
There it goes. It all hit. It's on at the corner of my eye.
too late. I'm looking at mine right now.
All right.
Let me see. Actually, what was the first one?
It's like 16.
You know what? I'll take that. Yeah, 16.
Okay. Sure.
This one's this one that I had was all I rolled a 9, so that would have probably been the same thing.
Yeah. You know what would have
It's
also
something.
done the same no matter what?
What?
This bat getting chopped in half and then falling to the ground.
I do this a little bit different. I go for one of the wings, and then as it starts trying to flutter away, I grab it and I bite its head off.
Oh my god, you're gonna Ozzy Osbourne this bat?
I'm gonna Ozzy Osbourne this bat just to let them know
God.
they had a choice.
My goodness gracious.
And I spit the head out across the room.
My goodness gracious. Okay. All right. Anything else you want to do?
No.
Okay. Kundar.
Okay, then try and finish this. last bat off,
Yep.
I'm going to use a charge from my ring, and you
Okay.
see him just build up electricity in his hand, and it just floats towards the bat and goes to him. It doesn't need to do a saving throw. Needs to do me another dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Will a 4 get it?
Nope.
Okay.
You're going to see this bat just become fried as it starts to electrocute itself
Well, we don't know how fried it
and
gets.
takes some lightning damage.
Did you know Ozzy Osbourne thought that was?
If it's not dead, I'm going to be upset. It's going to take 21 points of lightning damage.
Guess what, bud? It's dead.
Oh, it's big dead.
It's hella dead.
How
would you like to do
that? Basically, just say, picture in my mind an extra crispy bat. Just
Crunchy. Crispy, crunchy chicken.
Oh my god! Oh, I didn't realize that somebody threw the bat onto the stage, and it was shocked, and it was like on the ground, and he thought it was a rubber toy. He picked it up and bit it.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad for Ozzy now.
Because they were throwing all the like Halloween toys, spiders, bats, and a bunch of other stuff. He just picked the one bat that was an actual bat.
That's just a rough moment all around for everybody involved. Poor Ozzy. All right, Quill, you are up to bat.
Pun intended.
Sleep deprivation. Okay, 24 definitely hits. Oh, and you already rolled damage. I don't know what I was waiting for. I am so sorry. How would you like to do that, Quill?
Honestly, Quill is just absolutely frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
These fuckers are between him and his button.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Are these bats larger than normal bats?
Medium.
The gold bat size?
Yeah, are these Zubats or Golbats?
They're Golbats.
How big are gold bats? Are they like 4 feet tall?
They're not
So
Golbats, they're Zubats then. If we're going biblically accurate Pokemon, they're Zubats.
So I will move this way, and it does get an attack of opportunity as I continue.
Oh, that one is too concerned with eating the flesh of its brothers. So it will not go for an attack of opportunity. But if y'all want to be cruel, you can coup de grace this thing at advantage.
Yeah, gold bats are 5 feet tall.
I don't have an action to do that with.
That's almost as tall as me.
5'03" inches.
I'm 5'3". That is terrifying.
Well,
I would cry.
Not even an inch, but
I cry. Absolutely cry. Okay, you guys are effectively out of combat. And there's that one bat still nom nommin'.
I go over and I bite it.
Okay. Do you want to try and cause damage to this bat with that bite attack?
No, I just eat them.
Oh. Okay.
I'm large.
Okay. Roll. Oh, because you raged.
I'm still raging. I think we're still think we're in the fight.
Roll 2d12 for me.
Rolling.
And take a level of bard. Don't actually, but that would be funny.
I got 15.
A 15? Okay, you bite off one of this bat's wings, and it's just helplessly flapping its other wing as it continues to stand on the ground, or it would if you weren't holding it, and it feebly tries to bite at you.
I told you.
Then I go and try to eat the rest of it.
Roll a d10. What would Skippy the goat think? He'd probably think it was cool.
He would probably think it was cool. He'd probably think, you didn't save any for me? What the heck?
There's 7 more for you, Skippy.
Skippy the goat is just munching on a bat in the corner. Just with it.
I guess we won't know unless you guys try to find Skippy the smooth brain goat.
Oh, where did this go? Okay. That's 6.
A 6?
Plus my rage damage.
Okay.
So that's 8. If we're adding the rage damage.
Okay. You eat the bat whole. It tastes like rabies.
Perfect.
It probably tastes like you're eating a carpet that's been covered in feces.
That too. You have 24 hours before you can start finding out if you develop an aversion to water and more rage than usual and neurological disorders where you just walk around in circles.
I won't tell anyone.
An angrier Mordau.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put him on a rope and drag him with me. And whenever I start problems, because I will, I'm just gonna push Mordau in their direction, or just lead them into Mordau.
It's like a chain chomp from Mario. I just wrote in my journal for this game, make Dan roll for rabies.
Oh.
So that'll be fun next session. All right, perfect. You guys are out of combat. You survived your swarm of bats. How does it feel?
No.
I took a surprisingly large amount of damage from fucking bats.
Yeah. I think this is the most amount of damage I've ever rolled against any of you, which I'm very proud of.
All right, let's long rest right here.
Well, before you do that, as Mordau finishes chewing on this bat carcass, you hear a stumbling from the stairs that are across this bridge that Quill is standing right in front of. A body all but is launched down that corridor and hits the wall with a wet and sad thud before it finishes its rotation on its stomach and a hand feebly reaches out to steady itself. Looking up behind a mop of messy, bloody curls is Matthias. And as his bleary eyes make contact with you, Quill, you hear him say, "Please," as he reaches for you again.
Who's
What would you like
this
to
guy?
do? It's Matthias. It's Larissa's husband. The one who kidnapped Love.
I never saw the guy, so I couldn't.
He definitely would recognize Kundar, and Kundar, you would recognize him.
Are you one of the fuckers who milked us?
And Matthias spits out a glob of blood onto the tiled floor, and he says, "You have to save her." And he weakly, once again, reaches towards your party before that hand falls to the ground. And you hear a clink as something metallic makes contact with the tiled floor.
Maybe it's the button. All right, let's go pat him down.
Loot that body.
I loot him.
Well, we're here to steal your shit, take your things.
I'm gonna loot him, and then do we find anything important on him?
Hold on, I'm looking up assets for bodies to lay on the floor.
Oh, you don't need to worry about that.
I know I don't.
You're not gonna have that asset on there for much longer.
I know. Okay.
Kidnap and ravage and don't give a hoot. Wake up, me howdy show.
Yeah.
All
right.
Mind you, while we're in combat, he was holding the stone and just in one hand and just
You're
flicking.
still doing it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, I would say that it's been about an hour, and you're attuned.
Now you're cursed.
Yep. Now we don't know about that. You are attuned to this magical item, so you have 3 uses of the True Seeing spell before your next long rest. You loot Matthias's body.
Mm-hmm.
I would like whoever is taking over this looting spree to roll me a medicine check, please.
I'll do that. Okay. Oh. No, that's it. That is a hard no, unless the DC is really small.
That's a 9. That does not do it.
It's not popping up. I've rolled it several times.
I don't know what it is about like your rolls not showing up.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. Okay. Well, while we're waiting for your roll to pop up, otherwise you find on his body a ornate key. A 4 does not do it. An ornately shaped key with the head of the key looking like a flower, stained in Matthias's blood. Quill, do you want to roll a medicine check?
Sure.
Okay. Oh yeah, with a 19, you notice immediately the fatal wound on this poor bastard is a gaping hole in his neck, and one on his non-dominant hand wrist, which look very similar to the scars and scabs that you all have on your bodies.
This fucker was milking us directly into him. And then I just toss him into the water. We were done with them, right? Just
We looted him first.
Unceremoniously just... What?
We looted him first.
Right.
I am gonna ask, what's the size of the wounds on us, including him?
They are circular and they are dotted. You could probably surmise that they are about mouth shape and width.
Oh, so they're
if
not
somebody is
needle?
almost unhinging their jaw.
So they're
what,
not
Dan?
needle. They're not needles.
Well, it's a bunch of like dots, but it's in a very circular pattern. Evenly
Like a
spaced
lamprey?
apart. Almost like a mouth biting, I would say, professionally.
Like a lamprey's maw?
Professionally, you'll say.
Almost like a I don't know, almost like a mouth
What the
biting.
fuck? They couldn't just collect our blood through fucking syringes. I thought that was the whole thing about the milking. Somebody had their mouth on us. Well, maybe he was one of them, so I feel a little bit better. Is the body just floating down the water?
Yeah, you can see that the tide has kind of like started to take it away, and then it gets caught on one of the jarred out edges of the castle foundation. So it's just kind of like at an angle hanging there. And then the tide sweeps it away again, and Matthias's body just floats down the tide.
That's how I want to go. And I just turn around. So, all right, long rest.
He did say, "Please save her." I just want to reiterate that. But
Right.
you know what? Yeah, what do you guys want to do now?
In Baldur's Gate 3, you can long rest for days.
And it not affect the story.
And it not affect the story. Fun facts, even though, like, for me, I was like, I can't ever long rest because the story is going to go. It's going to things are going to happen, and then nothing ever happens. Same thing with those damn tadpoles. I was like, I don't want to take any of these tadpoles. I don't want to become evil. And then it's like, oh no.
They just get medium ugly.
You should take the tadpoles. They're actually good for you. They give you better things. And I'm like, what the fuck?
You just
my
get
choices,
medium ugly if you take them.
My choices don't matter.
Yeah. Although I will say, one of the effects of you taking a long rest, there are two of them that I know of if you don't revive Gale before 3 long rests, he explodes and kills you. Spoiler alert. And then in Act 1, when if Lae'zel's in your party and she runs off to go talk to the other Yankee,
yeah, she dies.
She dies. Yeah. So
big loss.
I mean,
somebody didn't get to
she's
her.
Not my favorite, but I've grown to appreciate her character and her characterization.
Somebody didn't get to her redemption arc.
Yeah. Just like how most people don't get to Astarian's redemption arc.
No. He's still awful.
My sweet.
If he gets fucking ascended.
My sweet. That's why you just don't ascend. Anyway, hey, we're going to call session there, because that's not all that I had planned, but that's all I'm willing to delve into tonight before Connor comes back from his job.
Being asleep.
I'm sorry. I just think your mental illness is showing because you're an Astarian stan.
Oh, do you want to see how far it goes? I can show you how far it goes. Here, allow me. You ready for this? I bought a patch that says Astarian's blood whatever. Astarian's juice box.
Oh.
It's bad. I fully recognize it. I'm not apologizing. I know what I'm about.
As do I.
Yep.
It's about biting bats' heads off and throwing off suspicious people off of cliffs.
Yep.
The only healthy relationship you can have in Baldur's Gate 3 is with the person who is eating all of your magic items.
What are you talking about?
Oh, God. That's the worst hot take, and I will go to my grave on that.
That was an awful hot take. There's nothing wrong with Karlach.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with Karlach.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with Karlach.
There's also
literally the most heroic person.
Not much wrong with Will either in the newer versions of the game.
Yeah, in a sense, he did. I mean, he did lie to save his city and his dad, but yeah.
But I mean, he was like magically compelled to lie, so doesn't make it okay. They all have their faults, and that's the point of them. They have the good and the bad, and then we go from there. Anyway, that's all we're gonna talk about during today's session of Between the Prose. We'll save our other bad hot Baldur's Gate 3 takes for next time. You guys want to introduce yourselves and say where we can find you other places?
Sure. Who's going first?
Not me.
Hi, I'm Erica. I play Quill. You can find me where I run Gaia Chronicles every other Monday. We have tomorrow off. And every other Saturday, I run another game on another channel where we play a 5e Witcher campaign. We are in the logistics of getting set up for an isekai campaign. Which would be held once a month. And my sleep schedule is thrown off, so I am horribly eepy right now.
Three hours of sleep, 2 cups of coffee, living on a dream.
Hell yeah.
I'm just mainlining Monster right now.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Never is.
Never is, but you know, whatever floats your goat. Maximus, do you want to do an outro?
Yep, Maximus playing Kunda. I have nothing else to say.
I appreciate you being in this game.
Kiss.
Yeah, I appreciate all y'all being in this game. Dan, you want to go?
Dan, yes. I'm Dan. I'm playing Wardell, the bat-head Biden Goliath barbarian. I also play in Gaia Chronicles, which is every other Monday. And then I also GM this game called The Liminal Blink, which is every other Thursday. And that's it for now.
Okay. And I've been Finn. I've been your storyteller for this session. You can find me on Gaia Chronicles, where I play Penny Land, summoner, with a dragon son named Smooches. And on Liminal Blink, where I play Mr. Gentleman, who definitely knows how to use his words better than I do. Follow Vibe Tribe and Halfling Wizard Productions on our social medias, buy our merch, and we'll catch y'all next time. And drink your water and fix your sleep schedules, because getting 8 hours of sleep and staying hydrated is important to good things in life.
Also, because I work tomorrow.
You better be doing that, or else I'm going to ask you a question.
And it's going to be, how hydrated are you? And the answer is going to be not enough. Good night, everybody. Drink your water.
Thank you so much for tuning in to another Vibe Tribe production. What's gonna happen next time? Well, you're gonna have to tune in to find out. But until then, remember, take care of yourself, love one another, and as always, make sure that you keep the good times rolling. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time.